People deluded. Arsenal 3, Burnley 1. With that being said, I might as well provide my player ratings. What a game it was. Now, on one hand, we were never really looked in doubt, but what was a comfortable game where it didn't look like Burnley was going to score, turned into a nervy game where you could say, I wouldn't say we're lucky to win, not by any stretch of the imagination, but we're lucky to get away, fortunately, with it being 3-1 versus 2-2 or something like that. Do you see what I'm saying, people? Because we did give Burnley some incidences to take advantage of in this game and to be positive about. But man to a man, I felt we played well. I was impressed with it. Again, we're not going to have to do too much work defensively. No disrespect to Burnley within a game like this, and especially considering their form they're in and they're playing away from home. So we know it's more or less going to be what we do in terms of breaking their lines, in terms of the penetrative passes and all of these sort of things there. We know it's a case of that. Probably why Ozil came into the side, and it was a game where I wouldn't say we were complacent, but where an air of complacency defensively can kick in, which you did see in some stages. You definitely saw for the goal conceded, but man to a man, I felt we had a good game, and I don't feel I can really get at anyone. I'm going to give Leno a 9 first of all, people. Now, if I watch the game again and I see differently, but for me, I see it as this. Leno didn't have too much to do, but there was one incident in the second half. He was equal to off his line, and he did make a big save. I cannot remember when it happened. He was equal to everything. I can't really mock him for the goal because, again, I'll have to watch it again. In the heat of it, it all gets lost, but I don't feel he's there to blame anyone. And only criticism I could probably see is his kicking, and you could see a lot of players were telling him to calm down. He was inviting a bit of pressure onto us, and I have spoken about that before, but I'm going to give Leno a 9. You know what? 9's OTT, people. I'm going to give him a 7. Leno, calm 7. 9's excited, man, because I'm looking at a couple other people. I'm going to give 9s, and I don't feel Leno should be with them, but I'll give him a 7. Maitland-Niles, I give him a 7. Defensively, there was still some worries, just like against Spurs. He was terrible, but my guy came strong today. Offensively, unlucky not to score, was involved in the first goal. He's a promising player. If he can, I think he's a central midfielder and he should be considered such. But if he's going to get games at fullback, he could develop into that. Arguably, you could say he's a better option going forward than Hector Bellerin. If he could just refine his end product and stuff like that, he could be good, man. But I feel he had a good game. Both our fullbacks had a superb game, man. Maitland-Niles was good. I know he was clutching his leg and stuff towards the end of the game. Hopefully he's not pulling up with any cramp, because if I remember, what was it, against Spurs, he was as well. So he probably does need a little rest or stuff, something like that. But he walks away with a 7. I'll give Socrates a 7. I felt, again, I might have to watch the game again for the goal we conceded, but I felt he had a decent game today. Was enjoying his battle with Barnes, very street smart centre half, and I really like he's got that healthy nastiness in him. Like him and Kola are proper, like they got that nastiness about them, and at Arsenal that's missing. Like him, Torreira's not really nasty. Torreira's just nasty in that sense that when he tackles, he means it, sort of thing. But between Lichtsteiner, Socrates, Kola, regardless of their ability or whatever, it's nice to have some people like that at the club, and if we can introduce that a bit more. But yeah, thought he done his job today. One thing I will say with the centre halves, if I look at Monreal and if I look at Socrates, it still looks like we're learning something, because you saw Southampton exploit it. Burnley could have exploited it today. Spurs definitely exploited it. Our centre halves, they stay very wide of each other, especially when the keeper's receiving the ball. Obviously, that's because they're going to make an option to allow a midfielder to come deep. But I think we're still learning what Unai Emery is trying to implement in that regards, because it has cost us. But yeah, I'll give him a 7. I'll give Monreal a 5, because obviously I felt he did all right. Obviously, it's sad that his game ended via injury, but I think he gets a 5. I'll give his substitute Lichtsteiner a 5 as well. Again, I might have to watch the goal again, but yeah, I felt they were cool. They weren't amazing. They weren't too much to do defensively. I feel Kola gets a 9. Without a doubt, Kola gets a 9, people. Like, he's the best player, arguably, on the pitch today. Him and Aubameyang got 2 goals. A 9. Bombing forward. Dangerous. He put in a shift defensively, but dangerous going forward. Him just fighting kept the goal alive. Just always looked like he was going to make something happen. There's still question marks about him defensively, but offensively, he's one of the best left backs in the league, in my opinion, and he's one of the best outlets in this club, without a doubt. So he did his job today. He walks away with a 9. So the defense, all of the defense done all right in regards. I'll give Matteo Guendouzi a 7. I felt he had a good game. Pick of the bunch would probably be for the second goal, if I can remember correctly, where it's a lovely ball again to Kola, who keeps it alive and stuff. So yeah, obviously showed a bit of naiveties at times, but credit, man. Credit where due. It's a 7. I'll give El Nene a 6. I felt El Nene is very professional. He's had to be patient to get a Premier League appearance of any capacity. Yeah, he's been on the bench and he's played Europa, but he's probably the last option, you know, Emery's looking at in terms of midfield. And I think Lee did alright today. Unlucky not to score, not too much to do today, but again, the application and a positive attitude. So he gets a 6. I feel Xhaka was cool today. Couple times there was a couple things that probably another day go another way as well, but I feel he was a 6. He had a good game and he's definitely having his best season at Arsenal currently, in my opinion. So he gets a 6. Mesut Ozil gets an 8. I mean, for me, again, you guys know I love him. I love him. He missed his creativity. He was lovely today. Faded a bit in the second half to a degree, but he was lovely today. Probably gets too easily barged off the ball, in the sense that him and Silva, you wouldn't think there's much in terms of physique, but like, so sometimes you just stop looking to the ref in it. But gets an 8. Lacazette gets a 7. He got an assist and he worked his socks off, so he gets a 7. I'll have to. Do you know what? I have to give Kohler a 10, people, because I'm screaming Aubameyang 10 just because of the 2 goals. Ultimately, striker, he did that. He made the difference, and I feel he had a good game. But I feel it doesn't make sense, because at the end of the day, a striker getting 2 goals, that has to be worthy of a 10, people. But I feel they played level. I feel Kohler was just effective today and was just important in regards to score to enabling us to win today versus the goal scorer. So it's not fair. So I'm gonna have to give Kohler a 10. So just a quick run through again, because I've changed it. Leno's obviously got a 7. Maitland-Niles a 7. Socrates a 7. Kohler's got a 10. Monreal's a 5. Lichtsteiner's a 5. Guendouzi's a 7. El Nene's a 6. Xhaka's a 6. Mesut Ozil's a 8. Lacazette is a 7. Aubameyang as well as a 10. That's my player ratings. Obviously, probably disappointed personally that we conceded, and I definitely know when I watch that goal again, I'm not going to be happy. That's the only real thing. We could have got a clean sheet today, and I don't feel Arsenal get enough clean sheets. And it's nice when we're scoring all these goals and wonderful passing, but at the end of the day, you need to seek clean sheets and stability defensively. We know we've been stitched up because we're down to our bare bones defensively, but it is what it is in that regards. On that note, people, I'm off to drink my iced tea. I've got nothing more to say. People, we won, man. We can watch match of the day. Deluded. Arsenal 3, Burnley 1. DG's out.